where do you stand when it comes to um a battle rap? Because me and Danny had this conversation when a battle rapper like that has a status like a top tier status or mid tier status, giving somebody like a new guy from the Crucible a shot. Do you think it hurts that battle rapper stock? Because obviously people are questioning Rum Nitty of him taking a battle against Foots. They saying it hurts his stock if he wants to battle Lux. So what's your thoughts on that when it comes to your guys possibly getting a top tier guy?
Great question. I think it's some bullshit. I think people like Lux is man. It's, ooh, it just made me mad. You asking me the question because it's one of those things where I look at guys like, for real, like, cause I look at guys like Danny, right? Danny is outside. Danny is outside. Sometimes Danny might take a little more battles than he should. But regardless, Danny's outside. Danny not ducking no wreck. You know what I'm saying? We here for the love of the game, and we trying to show who the best is. Like guys like Lux, this is smart. I can't say it's not smart, but they're protecting themselves. It's not about the wreck. You know what I'm saying? It's just about the nostalgia, and it's about the keeping the aura intact. You
Right.
understand what I mean? And I don't. I'll go as far as to say I don't respect it. I respect Lux. I mean, as a pioneer in battle rap, but I don't respect battlers who ride that pause. I don't respect battlers who just ride that wave and you're not catching no wreck. So even when I look at situations like final exams, I salute the hustles, the bonds, the Casey's, the real deals, the riders, and the T tops. I salute those guys for even being willing to be outside and see this new talent out here, and they just want to go out there and get some wreck. I don't think it's just about a bag. I think every vet we're going to see a good performance from on final exams. So I'm all for the vets going catching wreck with the younger guys because at the end of the day, you got to be able to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can have new stars every generation. Like, because we want this sport to grow and grow and grow and grow. You understand what I mean? So if the sport's not growing, it's not growing because these guys, like a Lux, to me, aren't doing enough.
Okay.
Damn. I
Respectfully
asked
though.
Lux that question. That's crazy because I just asked Lux. I'd say, yo, every time you come outside, it's a big extravaganza. All the lights, all the celebrities, all the headlines. But I would like to see you in some more quote unquote normal scenarios. Normal situations. Like come and would you battle some of the new guys? And he was basically like, yo, I'm not against it. I just haven't seen enough. So I brought up Klutz's name and I think a couple other names I might have brought up, but yeah, I feel you. I feel like guys like myself and guys like Hollow and Mook, it would be awesome to see them come outside and catch wreck with the new generation because that's like their introduction into the game on a bigger scale, and that's how you make the culture grow.
And
But
even if you don't want
without
to,
us doing that, it doesn't it's not really beneficial to the culture as a whole.
and look at it like this, Danny. Even if he doesn't want to battle new guys, right? And this ain't me shooting at Lux or nothing. Like a nigga respect Lux and everything he done did for this culture. Lux is Mount Rushmore, non-debatable. Like this ain't none of that, right? But look at a nigga like Surf, right? Free Wave. Look at a nigga like Surf. Surf went on that stupid run. He wasn't battling new guys, but he went on that stupid run. He was just outside. Just reminding
Right.
people, now y'all got me fucked up. Let me show y'all real quick. And he was outside. Motherfuckers revere Surf. Surf is a fucking phenomenon, just like Lux is to me. And I
Right.
think him being outside like that, going on that run, made people revere Surf even more. If Lux went on like a 3-4 battle run, it don't got to be new guys. He could take this. Who he should take anyway? No order. I'm gonna give you my four: you, DNA, Nitty, B Dot.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
No,
yeah,
like
absolutely.
Oh, daddy
That's
like that.
no, I'm no, not just because he put my name in it, but because that's who everybody else has been asking to see
Mm-hmm.
anyway. So
Facts.
it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Facts.
Yeah, nah. It's like
Okay.
if Lux, and it ain't like Lux don't have the capabilities to create crazy matches with all of y'all. Lux is crazy. He's one of the greatest of all time. Like it'll never be no slight to him in that regard. But man, go catch some wreck, man. Go catch some wreck. Remind motherfuckers
Uh,
who he is.
yeah, facts. That's what I told
Yo,
him. I said, yo, I'm not hating on you. We just want to see you go out here and be who we think you are and be who they say you are. Make
And
me a
big salute
believer again.
and big salute to Murder Mook. Huge salute to Murder Mook. Outside.
mm,
Salute Rex.
mm.
Outside. I salute they outside. Come outside, Lux. Like the people really want to see you. It'll be just as much as a phenomenon if you come and do 3 battles, 4 battles. Not they ain't all gotta be back to back. It can be a couple months apart in between, but if we can see Lux 2, 3 times a year, man, that'd be amazing for battle rap.
Yo,
Amazing.
Doc.
Can I ask you one
Yo,
more
Well,
question? Go
go
ahead,
ahead. Go
Keo.
ahead.
Go ahead, Keo.
No, no,
No,
no.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Are
All
you
right.
sure?
Well, the question is, have two of your people under your management, two of your battlers, have they battled each other while under your management?
Eunice and Mozzie battled each other phase 2 of the Crucible.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. I'm about. As a
it's,
matter of
it's
fact, I'm about to check that one out tonight.
yeah, that might be the best Crucible battle ever. Go check that out. That's
Word.
it's a funny story about it. So in the phase 2 of the Crucible, all those guys had a minimum of like 2 months prep. Uh, Mozzie was kicked out of phase 1 by KCJ. We're gonna talk about that. Mozzie was kicked out of phase 1. Um, so Eunice was supposed to battle Rubber Tongue in phase 2. Shout out Rubber. Rubber Tongue ended up getting in a car accident. He's good and all of that, but he got in a car accident. Some things happened. Um, so Eunice needed an op. I don't know what happened, but Mozzie ended up back in there, and they had 2 weeks prep as opposed to everybody having 2 months, and they have the best battle the entire weekend.
Damn.
Wow.
Salute to that.
What a story.
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah.
Doc.
So for them
So,
to both, yo,
so when it, so you with all the artists that you manage, have they ever came to you and they said, "Hey, I want this guy." Have you ever said to them and be like, "Nah, man, you ain't ready for him yet. I think you should take a couple more battles before you get to this guy."
I've done that. But a lot of the times I've done it not because I don't think they have the ability to do it. It's optics. It's all optics. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and Eunice is the easiest one to reference because was Eunice is my first real project that I had that succeeded. So I always can go to those stories because they're like the first stories and the ones that resonate with me the most. It's almost like I'm not calling Eunice my child. Let me say this, but it's like having your first child. Like those first experiences, you just don't forget those. But
Right.
uh, this is on record. You can go to YouTube and see that Twerk wanted to battle Eunice.
I was about to ask you
Twerk was
that.
right. Twerk was Twerk said on camera. This is on 15 Minutes of Fame. He was writing for Eunice when he was locked up. Just hearing about Eunice. I don't think that Eunice doesn't have the talent to be Twerk. I know he does. I think he can rap with anybody in the world. But
Mm.
optics. Optics though. You know what I mean? But now at getting to this level, I don't want to rush any matches. But he's about to battle Miss Hustle. Understand that, and how big of a deal.
Oh shoot!
All
It's
right, man.
Oh shoot!
it's
Let's matter of fact, let's go to that.
it's
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go to
Eunice
that. Let's
versus
go to.
EFB. What are we doing, Doc? What are we doing?
Oh.
hey
What?
hey listen. So
Hey, I'll
so
tell you
look
what. If
for
you was a
so
real manager, if you was a real friend,
Oh.
you would have told that man, listen, this is a great opportunity, but maybe it'll circle back around in a year or two. But right now, you ain't ready for Miss Hustle. You should have saved this man's life if you cared about it.
Wait a minute, Danny. Why are you so adamant that he's not ready for Miss Hustle yet?
Didn't you?
I don't.
I think, matter of fact, I think it was you and Doc, and y'all both told me I ain't really seen Hustle lose clear, like ever, for real.
Well, she hasn't. She hasn't.
All right,
Hold on,
then. That
y'all going
means
out on
she's
my
a
head.
GOAT.
I got.
She's a GOAT. That's
She is.
like Miss Hustle's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And it's not no,
That's a fact.
I'm trying to be a EFB member and not biased at the same time, but it's kind of tough. But I gotta go with EFB on this one.
So this is my thing. So for full disclosure, Hustle's like a friend, like a real friend. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Real love, not the fake love. Like I really fuck with Hustle. Hustle and Eunice. Hustle actually told Eunice, I want to say maybe a year ago or so, like she promised him a battle. It was some incentive Eunice had to do, like winning a certain battle, and if he did it, she committed to a battle, and she committed to it. So this is just one of those things with Hustle keeping her word.
That's
You know what
solid.
I'm
That's
saying?
solid.
She
That's
kept her
solid.
word. Yeah, nah, and we respect that, and we grateful, because she don't have to. Like, even though some of the legends and stuff should step outside, get some wreck, a motherfucker's not obligated to take a guy as new as Eunice. You're not obligated to do that. So the fact that she even did it, that it's always gonna be love there for that. Now I don't have no shit talk. I'ma just tell y'all, just watch.
Oh.
Eunice could. Eunice.
Yikes.
After
Hadouken. Yo.
after this battle, Eunice could be known as the EFB killer, man. He bet just
What? Wait. Hold on. Hold on.
he just
Stop right there.
battle
Fire.
Gas Hustle. I don't
Hold
know.
on.
Hey,
You might be going after the
look,
bodyguard next.
this all I say.
Wait a minute. Before you go, Doc, this man just said after this battle, Eunice could be known as the EFB killer. All right, first of all, he had a great battle with Hansel. It could have been called either way, but I do think Hansel got the official call. I just want to point that out.
Come on,
I'm just pointing out whether I felt Eunice won or Hansel won. That doesn't matter. The fact is, Hansel got the call. And Hansel really stole the battle with that third round. So how could he be the EFB killer? If anything, if he beats Hustle, he's 1-1 versus EFB. He's 500.
No, wait. Well, after that battle, they were talking about Eunice's performance more than Hansel.
Yeah, and this ain't to take away nothing from Hansel, because Hansel's another homie too. Like Hansel's another homie, so I don't got nothing down to say about Hansel's performance, but I will say everybody was talking about Eunice.
Do your job as a manager. Damage control this shit.
I'm just being honest. Shout out Black Compass Media. Shout out LTBR. And they were talking about Eunice. You know what I'm saying? And that matters. Hansel is up, on the official scoreboard. That's a fact. But a lot of them polls, a lot of these people.
What?
It's
I
one
know.
of it's one of them. Like they have one of them battles. That's
Yeah,
like
they do.
one of the
And
better
in
battles
fact,
of the year. So
I want to point out that Eunice. There was two things I want to point out. One is he was the best battle of that card. They were the best battle of that entire card. Period. And
no
that
question,
card had
no question.
Jazz. That card had Jazz, Nitty, Chilla, and Geechee and Coffee and all that stuff. So they was the battle of the freaking event. Secondly, I want to point out Eunice has been getting call outs from the GOATs, such as Twerk, Miss Hustle, and Danny Myers. All
Oh,
Eunice is really one of them, but I do want to see Eunice versus Klutz before I step in the ring with, I just want to see that personally.
speaking of
Yeah,
Klutz,
yeah.
what's up with that?
Danny
So
Myers
yeah,
outside. I ain't hard to find.
I mean, yeah, with Klutz, you know. So before I get into the whole Klutz and Eunice thing, I'll say with Klutz, I want to see Klutz versus Danny and or she.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Right.
I'm here for both of those. But with Eunice and Klutz, I would love to see that on a super fight. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it on a roof somewhere. In Harlem.
Yes.
Like
Yes. Yes.
it, something like that. Like something like that. I that has to happen. And if y'all don't know, that battle has been in the works ever since Bills first heard Eunice rap. He said, "I'm gonna show you this kid named
Damn.
Klutz." This is over 2 years ago almost, where Bill says, "Listen, you ain't heard of this kid Klutz, but him and Eunice they have to battle. It's gonna come a time where they gotta fade." And then when I first seen Klutz, I knew exactly why he said it. And to see where now far at right it's kind of very mind boggling. It's very mind boggling how everything's coming because when they battle, I think they gonna move mountains.
Yeah, they're gonna shift the culture.
They
I
gonna
think
The
they're
bar god sees everything. I seen this shit in the Matrix. I seen this happen before it already happened. They are gonna shift the culture when it comes to that writing. So salute to both of those men. Bar
we're
god might have to chop both of their fucking heads off though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
listen, but I'm gonna tell you how we do it, because this is the thing over at Doc Rose, my management company. The thing is, optics matter so much to me, where Eunice don't gotta go and battle Danny right after Hustle. Eunice don't gotta go in. Now he can have an impactful enough performance where people would demand to see certain things, but I still feel like, me and Twerk had a conversation about this, and Twerk is like, Eunice needs to battle Nitty. That's the battle that Twerk always says to me for Eunice. And I think that battle has the ability to move, but I want Eunice to fade the Kid Chaoses first. I want him to get certain of the
Right,
Klutz
right.
battles. I want him to do those kind of battles where people can be like, "Oh yeah, him and Nitty got to get in the ring." I want the people to say that, like they did with Easy and Chess. I want the people to say that. So when it do happen, the respect can be mutual. Nitty is Nitty, but where the respect can be like, okay, nah, yeah, Eunice should be here. Like Eunice earned this fight. I don't
Right,
want it
right,
to be
right,
one of those
right.
things where I don't want it to be a thing where and it's listen, and salute to Foot, salute to Flair. I think both of them have the talent and ability to be in the ring with any battle rapper. But optics are still a thing where people, well, why is this? Why is that? Blah, blah, blah. Nah, fuck off. When Eunice is 22 years old, he got all the time in the world to battle, by the grace of God, got all the time in the world to battle some of these guys. So it's like, it ain't no rush. It's no rush.
mm,
But
how,
we want the culture to respect it when it go down.
how does it feel knowing that you with Eunice since day one and knowing that he's
Mm-hmm.
URL? How does it feel, man,
Mm-hmm.
for that words Eunice and URL together?
It's the most amazing feeling in the world. I feel the same way for Mozzie. Um, and I feel the same way when any of my other clients accomplish anything, whether it's on a smaller scale, on a larger scale. But, to answer the more direct question, it's like I'm around a lot of battlers. I have relationships with a lot of battlers. And, there are a few of these guys, just a few, because a lot of y'all knew, but there are a few of these guys where it's like, man, Eunice can't rap on URL. He ain't gonna make it. It's like, what? How can you say that after you hear him rap? Like, how can you hear him rap and think he can't be on URL? I never understood it. So it feels good to know that I know that. Like they know they said that. Like they know. So now they gotta see all of it happen. They gotta see all. And I ain't gotta call no names. I never will. I don't gotta do none of that. But they know what they said and how they felt. Eunice knows what they said and how they felt. So it feels good to sit back and laugh. For me, but Eunice is just so humble. He just want to rap. He just want to be the best. Um, and yeah, that's what we intend on doing. Eunice, Mozzie, Rock, Tomboy, Kai the Poet, Ghost, Justice. That's what everybody's goal is, just to be the best. So everybody's zoned in on being the best.
I also want to salute you on your diverse roster, because you got women, you got battlers from the West, you got battlers from the South, the DMV area. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so you got an eclectic roster. It doesn't seem like you have a bias towards any one particular style of battle rap. So you're kind of giving everybody a shot. So I salute that. Another question is, do you plan on taking on any international battle rappers, like somebody from, like, let's say Ireland or London or Australia, to under your management company?
Good question. So I want to. I definitely want to. Um, so I'm actually going to go to the UK for twerk and Shoddy Horror.
Oh, that's fine.
Um, yeah, I have I got a pretty decent relationship with the people at Premiere. We've had dialogue. So I want to go out there to do some networking. I've been asking them about the new guys. I want to go out there, check out some of the newer guys, some of the guys that are ascending, seeing what can work, what can't. I do have an interest in it. I won't just jump at the first thing. I mean, because don't get me wrong, a lot of things would be good from a networking perspective. Like if I did manage a guy who was on Premiere, I could be like, well, look, if y'all want to book him, y'all got to book this person. I can make it make sense in a lot of ways like that, but it's not just about that. Sometimes it has to be organic. Everything about it has to be organic. I have to really be able to know that I can help a person. And if I don't feel like I can help anybody, if I don't find anybody I think I can help or that I think can go to another level with me, if I can't be a benefit to you, then I won't even take it on.
Nah, I
But that is
respect that.
something that I haven't.
No, I respect that. I respect that, because, like you said, you want it to be organic. You don't want anything forced. Like, you don't want an international battle rapper just for the sake of saying, I got an international battle rapper. Like, you basically want to be able to take that person to another level with the
Exactly.
best of your ability. So I salute that. But hey, speaking of taking people to the next level, man, what you got a spot for the bar guy? Listen, I know I'm an old man. I know I'm kind of washed up. Listen, I know I'm kind of washed up. But do you got a little somewhere that you can help the bar guy out? Get me to another level.
Listen, man. Listen. You already know. Like, listen, for people watching, y'all don't know, like, Danny is my all-time favorite battle rapper. Like
Oh
Danny
damn!
knows.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I didn't know that. I swear to God, I
Man,
did
you
not
knew
know.
that, man. We talked about that.
I didn't know. Okay, if I knew it, if you told me that before, I swear on my kids, I did not. That's a shock to me right now. So salute. Thank you for that. Salute.
Yeah. That you definitely are one of my all-time favorite battlers. When you had that real sick year. I mean, we gotta call it that. But that was the year when it was like, okay, yeah, it's time. Like this is where everybody's going to just have to respect it. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have to. That was you were having a crazy year. You know what I'm saying?
Even after the Real Sick battle, the very next month, I went up to Seattle and me and Jada Nightwing had a classic.
Y'all have a classic battle.
Yo,
I'm a huge Jay fan too.
Salute to Jay and Mad Flex. They both just went crazy this weekend, by the way.
Yeah, facts. But you know, that was one of those years, and I remember because you had Sick Unknown, and I remember you battled Suge the week before,
right?
And I remember telling my man, like, man, he should have made that nigga Suge wait. This was before the Real Sick thing happened, because I knew you would beat Suge. Expect the Suge. I knew you would win. So I was like, okay, I would have made Suge wait for volume or something else. You didn't have to do that battle.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't do that battle, that Real Sick battle goes a whole nother kind of way. You have the year you have, and then it's one thing to have a crazy year. It's another thing when the people are rooting for you. Everybody was rooting for you. I'm on it, but everybody that year in the culture was rooting for you to be the Cody. So when it went the way it went, it was like, damn. So for me, if I was your manager, just don't battle so much.
Got you. I got you, man. I definitely got you.
Just don't battle so much. You're the best in the world.
Honestly. Yeah, speaking of battle too much, man. I'm actually on pace for a 36 battle year this year. This is probably the most I've battled. I'm really on some GOAT shit. I'm on some Cody shit, low key. Nobody really paying attention to my year, but y'all wait till y'all see these next announcements. Danny Myers I might sneak in there and get this Cody, man, because now I know people sent Easy and Big K, but I want to say shout out to my man Geechee and Nitty, who also has a high chance of repeating. Mm-hmm. And then, but let's not sleep on the GOAT, the bar god, who is on pace for a 36 battle year. You know what I'm saying? I definitely all fire material. Y'all come outside this weekend. Danny Myers versus O Solo. The week after that, Danny Myers versus Marv 1. John got an announcement in a couple days. And then me and Chess, all wrestling bar. Shout out to DNA. That's on the 29th this month. I got a busy October, man. Yeah, but this ain't about me. This is about you.
And I know traffic coming.
Yeah, traffic's on the way too. Yeah, so y'all got a call about that this morning.
I'm almost certain you're gonna be around for that.
I think I've been on all the traffics, man. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've been on all of them. But anyway,
but yeah, go ahead. Come on, yeah.
You seem like a very well-educated man, well-spoken, very knowledgeable. How much of a part of your background plays into you being able to manage, micromanage, deal with different personalities, lead? Because you're a leader. You're leading people, and you're actually leading people in the right direction. Listen, everybody can't be no manager. So let me start there. Everybody don't mean everybody well. Some managers are really out for themselves and to make themselves a bigger name, to get themselves paid and not care about just using people. Facts. Opportunists. How much of a background plays into who you are today as a manager?
Well, my background has everything to do with it. I mean, I've been around, I've experienced a lot of things in my life. I've fucked around, running around doing what young black boys do who don't really have much. Right. Like whether it's on the right side of things or the wrong side of things, I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So, I think just being in so many situations, sometimes when my life is on the line, sometimes when it's not, sometimes when I'm dealing with, I just always been multiversed and knowing how to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think a part of the stuff that's like saved my life in certain situations is my intentions was always good, even though I was doing bad shit. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
Like I've always knew how to win. I've always been a strategist, and I'm comfortable in any room. I can be in a room with 20 Bloods or 20 Crips one day, and I can be in a room with 20 Harvard students and 20 Columbia graduates. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to navigate in any room. And I think another thing that played a factor, so I'm from Ohio, but I moved to Atlanta when I was like in my early teens. And that's kind of when I start like thinking a little more straight. I started working in a barbershop. I was working in a barbershop. I used to sweep hair in a barbershop and shit. And I was around so many different kind of men.
Right, right.
There were barbers that were street niggas. There was barbers that were, you know, that's where you gravitate, you know, when that's all you seen. But also it was a lot of old heads, you know, from Detroit. It was a dude from the West. It was a dude from Texas, dudes from Georgia. Some are fathers, some are married, single, child support, not on child support. Some done been to jail, some done lost people, some done killed people, some done whatever. But when you encounter so many people from so many different walks of life and you're young and you're impressionable, that played a huge part in my life and how I am and how I interact and why I'm comfortable everywhere I go. I'm always comfortable. You be around, you see me. I'll be in
Yeah.
an event I'll be in an event on the West Coast. I'll be
Facts.
in the DMV. I'll be in the side anywhere. I'm cozy. I'm cozy. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know how to carry myself as a man, and I was raised the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, yeah. So I could see that. I could see that. You went to college?
No. So I wanted to go to college. My dream was to go to college, um, be a Q dog, and I wanted to be like Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do with my life.
I always took you for like a college educated person because you're just super
Yeah,
smart. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
always took you as like this
yeah.
young man went to college. I know he did.
I really used to want I used to want to be like Stephen A. Smith, like real talk. I don't think I've ever told anybody that. Honestly, I wanted to be just like Stephen A. Smith. I used to watch First Take every morning I could catch it. I wanted to be just like him, talk sports all day. I used to love sports. I'm from Ohio, so I love LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that was my dream. But you know, so many hardships in my upbringing and things, you know, just happening. You know, college wasn't in the works for me. You know what I'm saying? So I went out. I was fucking around doing shit. You know, I lost my brother when I was like 15. So
Damn.
I was doing a lot of just whatever,
Damn.
because I didn't have the resources. I didn't have, whatever. um I ended up going to like community college for one semester. That didn't last. I had to, helping my mom with bills and things like that, whatever the case may be. Start fucking around in the streets. Some serious shit happened. So I'm like, okay, I gotta like figure out what I'm about to do. Am I gonna keep fucking around outside, or am I gonna do something with my life? So
Right.
I went to the military. That was another thing that was huge for my background. It really changed me as a man. Definitely got me sharp. Definitely like sharpened me even more as a man. So I did the military for a while, and yeah. So I wasn't a college kid, but I definitely wanted to be though. I definitely wanted to be. It
Okay.
was that's all I had ever wanted to do. I wanted to go to Morehouse and
Okay.
pledge fraternities, all that junk, man.
I always took, I don't know why, but I
Mm-hmm.
just always took you as one
Yeah,
that
that's what
type.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be, So yeah, that
Uh
makes sense.
have you ever had a falling out with one of your artists
Oh yeah,
over a disagreement?
yes, yes.
Did it get
Uh,
reconciled, or did have you just totally split ways with that person?
my very first,
You don't
there was
gotta
an
give no
artist.
names. I don't want no
Yeah,
names.
yeah, no, I won't. My very first artist, the very first one that I decided I was going to manage, it was one before Eunice. And I know him personally. We and everybody knew I was kind of fucking around in battle rap. I had the EFM shit going on. It was hot. Everybody like, man, why don't you manage, bro? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I was already fucking with Eunice. I just hadn't officially called myself his manager. Um, So they were like, man, fuck with bro. All our homies was telling me to fuck with the nigga. So I'm like, all right, but I'm gonna fuck with him. Got him some opportunities and things like that. And he just kind of like, he didn't care as much as I did. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was just getting my relationships with Bills and all of that, and the URL folks. It feeling like somebody wasn't going to come through for me or be flaky for me and make me look bad wasn't it. So we parted ways. You know what I'm saying? It was a no-brainer for me. It's like, oh yeah, I can't have this. You know what I'm saying? I can't have it.
So let me ask you this. So this first person you had, was that the only person you had at the time?
Him and Eunice.
Oh, so you had two of them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Were you discouraged a little bit by that happening and saying, damn, man, if it's gonna be like this, I don't even really want to do this? Or did he be like, hey, go ahead, go on about your way. We gonna split or go our separate ways. I mean, but I'm still gonna do my thing. Obviously, you're still doing your thing, but was there a moment of like where you had to make that decision?
I had no moment of quit. It was always just like, because there were people around me also. Like I said, there was one end of people, man, just give him a shot, fuck with him. There was a few people like, man, that nigga gonna do you filthy. Or that nigga ain't gonna come through. That nigga don't see nothing outside of himself. Like what you got going on. Motherfuckers had heard Eunice rap on the space and shit too. They said, man, that little nigga is serious. Like you're gonna be able to do something with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it was like with the other cat, it's not that he wasn't talented. It's a mentality thing.
Right.
Because the easy thing about Eunice is that his mind is like a sponge. Like he's so easy to teach. And it's like it was just a much easier experience. So I have both these guys that I'm dealing with at the same time. One being the most difficult person I've ever dealt with in battle rap, and the second one being the easiest person I've ever dealt with in battle rap. So I was able to have both.
That was the parallel. Hold on. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. I do.
Exactly.
Yeah, you went through the parallel universe with this management shit.
Exactly. So I literally knew from that moment, like, okay, he's gonna see this popping off later on, and he gonna feel it. And I don't know what he see or what he don't see. You know what I'm saying?
And he probably got those regrets. Like, damn, if I'd have just stuck it out, if I could have just, I messed up. Like, damn, because I would have been right there. Because now when he looked at his counterpart has Miss Hustle coming up.
And I go hard for all of mine. And I even tell you this, the guy Ghost, I'm gonna bring him up again. Ghost is from my area too. And Ghost was one that I had just been seeing for a while, and I'm known for a while, where it's like, I know when I'm ready to have Ghost and develop Ghost, I'm gonna be able to do it. And we'll be having this conversation about him next year. I can assure you. I can assure you we will.
Wait a minute. This ain't Ghost. Wait. This not Ghost like the twin Ghost?
Nah, this is Ghost. It's spelled with 2 T's. He from Ohio.
Okay, am I familiar with him? Because I know a Ghost, and it was like he's a twin.
You might not be, but if you're not doing nothing after the interview, we about to we're gonna have a sparring session. But I'll play his battle for you that he did at the Crucible. Yeah, he lost his goddamn mind at the Crucible.
So, okay, I'll check him out, man.
So yeah,
I just want to say thank you for your time. You know, great interview, great insight. I think the people that are watching this, they get to know more about you, or if they had never even heard of you ever before, well, now here y'all go, and this is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So,
and there's definitely a lot of people who, sorry to cut you off, but there's definitely a lot of people who I do meet just being out at these events, and then when they inquire about, some might be league owners who inquire about booking somebody.
It's like, oh, Doc, they manager. It's like, oh, that's what you do. People be thrown off. They just be thinking I'm somebody's friend or something, and I'm just cool. But a lot, once they find out, it's like, oh, okay, so yeah, I'm. That's why I wanted to do the interview, and I definitely appreciate y'all inviting me on too. It meant a lot.
For sure, man. On the behalf of my man Keo, this is Danny Myers. This is NBS Universe. That right there. He says, "Don't call him the battle rap doctor. It's too much. Too many words. Too many
words. Just say Doc, man.
Doc. And you know what I'm saying? We rock with Doc, man. Shout out to you, man. Real.
For sure. Now I want to leave you with this, man. What when we gonna get Danny versus She happens, man.
Yo, I just put I put our face off picture up. I seen Kales give it the little eyes, or she sent some type of gif out, and I was like, oh, so she know what time it is. Me and She been talking about that battle for about 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. I know I'm super booked up the rest of this year, so 2024 we definitely can make that happen. I need that fade. That's because I was the first big name battle rapper tweeting URL saying, "Hey, y'all need to book this guy. Get him, keep him, get him." And eventually they did. So I saw the vision early. I be seeing the vision with these people early, man. Like, I saw it with Rum Nitty. We battled. I saw it with Geechee Gotti early. I pulled him I pulled Geechee Gotti to the side. I met him downtown LA. We was at an AHAT event. I said, yo, man, come over here. Come holler at me. He's like, what's up, man? Yo, bro, you gonna be one of the greatest that ever did this, bro. You just keep focused. You gonna be good one day, bro. You gonna be one of the GOATs. He's like, all right, that mean a lot to me coming from you, Danny. Years later, this man is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So,
literally.
this man is the GOAT. I be seeing it. So I saw it with She. I saw it with She. I saw with She. I saw with Coffee Brown. I battled Coffee. I saw with Emerson Kennedy. I battled him on a street corner in Salt Lake City, Utah, like 10 years ago. And I just see the greatness in people before everybody else can see it. And I seen it with your man, Eunice. I seen it. I said, yo, he's different. He's special. But She, I was like, yo, people was like, oh, he's got such as, I think, whose style they said he was still in. A lot of people was comparing him to Bill Collector. Then they was saying, I think maybe it was like Lou Castro or somebody. Like, well, I know they was trying to write him off when he first was, getting his feet wet.
Early.
I said, nah, he ain't. Nah, he's different. Like, y'all gotta just really listen. That man is. I know he's entertaining. He can be funny. He can perform as well as all the best performers. But if you listen to what he's saying, he's one of the most lyrical guys out here.
Is just amazing. He's just amazing, man.
Yeah, shout out to She, man. But anyway, yeah, we ain't gonna take up too much more of your time, man. Listen, man, shout out to my man Keo. Shout out to Doc. We're gonna be seeing you and your artists, and we're gonna be definitely looking forward to some of these battles. Miss Hustle versus Eunice going down. Was that next weekend, right?
Yep, on October 13th, and Mozzie versus KCJ going down.
Oh, yeah, man. You know what? I'm about to do my homework. Matter of fact, is it Mozzie and Eunice? Is that a battle?
Yeah, they battled in phase 2 of the Crucible. It's on the app.
I'm about to check that out tonight, and then I'll call you.
Yeah. Hit my phone. Let me know what you think, man.
All right, man. Go ahead. I know you just getting home and stuff, so go ahead and unwind and do whatever you got to do. So yeah, I'm out of here, man. This is MBS Universe, Danny Myers, Keo, Doc, and we out.
Salute.